I know you sick, don't spit on girl if I can't.
Today, that smile will come one day. Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep fighting today. That smile will come one day.
Oh, damn, team ain't playing.
Nothing's come for free when you get it free.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set. Ian Anderson gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
4-4, take your base.
So runners in scoring position, and here is Damian Witt looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Bitch. End up taking the lead and talk about insult to injury.
He gotta be hurt.
He's okay. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see.
You ain't hurt.
This one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue. So that at least is a good sign. And now they've got him picked off, and now they'll slap the tag on him, and he is toast.
Don't worry about me. I ain't going nowhere. Well, I will. Oh, I feel him try to hit me.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Damian Witt, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch outside, the throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And you can see there, they're just one place off the top spot in the NL in that category. The 1-0. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 2-0 on the way. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Looking up is the left fielder. The track
Get up out of
to
here.
the wall.
Get up out of here.
That ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
I didn't go from throwing up bad, bro.
So a 2-run homer down the line and left. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Braves open things up here. It's 4-1.
You don't see this very often on this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll...
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Damian Witt.
Yeah, not fooled by that breaking ball in his last AB at all. He jumped all over it. It's such a good feeling as a hitter.
Man, throw me a fast,
the
man.
secondary stuff
A real
right out of
fast,
the
bro.
pitcher's hands.
Well, he's still out there to start the fifth inning, but
Oh,
it's
that's
been a
your ass
real
shit.
grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Hit on the ground down
Early.
the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Way outside. 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here it comes. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. The 2-2 one more time.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And that misses ball
Is there-
4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
Taking this
And
time.
this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
He already gone.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down
I'm gone.
as a quality start,
I'm gone.
that's for sure. And this one's in the dirt. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. And the runner's breaking for third. And he will thankfully make it back to second as he almost got caught out there. Witt stands at second with no outs.
I'm gone.
Runner's on his way to third. Strike taken, the throw.
I'm gone.
Not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
The 3-1. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Well, I think they set the runner there to set themselves up for a big inning, but it didn't quite work out that way. They've still got a good chance to bring at least 1 run home, but we'll see if it could have been more.
Strikeout.
Up next, Wander Franco. On the ground to the left side. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across the score.
Hey, guys, one of the best shortstops in the game, but he's going to tell you right there, he had to take the extra step because a little bit of a fumble in that glove forced him to have to gather himself, and it cost him.
So next to bat will be Damian Witt. 2
low
for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the AB now.
Man, there you go. Man.
Did he go around is the question, and yes, he did, says the man in blue. Strike one. 0-1, here it comes. Line to the right side. Myers is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Smack that motherfucker. Dang it.
Always nice to get the
Good
first
win.
game of the
Good
series.
win.
But even
Oh,
more
it's
so,
cleaning right
the
there.
home crowd seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Atlanta Braves jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ian Anderson earns win number 4 on the season. Chris Paddock was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the San Diego Padres and the Atlanta Braves. Max Fried, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, getting a look at lefty Max Fried, and man, has this guy come a long way in a short time. This guy's as good a left-handed starting pitcher as there is in the game. Smooth gas, 95 to 97 miles an hour. Good overhand curveball. He'll mix the steady diet of changeups in. When he starts to put all 3 of those pitches together, look out. We're looking at one of the top left-handed pitchers in all of baseball.
Here's the first pitch. Damian Witt is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10. Pitch is a cold strike, the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early in the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Well, you don't need us to tell you. It's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a pool. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's set. The 2-2. Line drive, snagged on a short hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1 left for it. Back now from Truist Park, 2nd inning coming up, but first, here's Heidi Watney. Next, here is Damian Witt. He bounced out last time up. He's set, here it comes.
Ah, shit.
In the dirt here.
Can't believe that's one of them.
The 0-1 delivery. He turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 14 on the season. And it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back.
And in steps Manny Machado. Flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
So bases are empty with one out now. And that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Ready to take his hacks again. Damian Witt blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball
Nah.
that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next
slow.
one.
Oh, and you can tell he
Pitch
wants
to me
to hold off,
fastball.
but he swings
Pop.
through the inside pitch anyway. Stepping in next, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Dang it.
1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Hard hit ball to short. Fielded cleanly over to Albies. On to first to complete the double play.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled up.
Stepping in for the Braves, Damian Witt. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on the way. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he takes strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds it 0-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
One time, right now, kid. Here we go.
The next 0-2 is crushed to straightaway center. No doubt about this one. That ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think.
Digging in next, Will Myers. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
The second for 1 on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. 6-3 the final score today. Atlanta get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Max Fried notches his 3rd win of the year. Blake Snell was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
3 hours and 11 minutes. On behalf of the Braves and everyone at Coors Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.
Daytime baseball here on. Anthony DeSclafani is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to...
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third. Next to hit, Ha-Seong Kim, who takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 3-1. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Hit. Ready now is Damian Witt. 4 hits already in the series through 7 at-bats. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. This is popped up, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
Come on, man. Get your pitch up there.
And another foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Another 0-2 home. High in the air out to center field. Ruda is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We play 2 full. It's the Braves 1 and the Padres nothing. Now into the box, Ben Ruda looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 0-1, here it comes. The bouncer to the left side, reined in, and that's the second out. Next to dig in, Damian Witt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Paxton comes set. Here's the first pitch. Runs up and gets this one down.
All right, stand up, stand up.
And the throw will be late at third, and the bases are loaded now.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Next to stand in is Anthony DeSclafani. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Fly ball to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ballgame.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Kenny Calzado. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Chopped back to the mound. Can they turn it? There's one. Out. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So now into the box is Austin Nova. Hit by a pitch last time, perhaps looking for a little payback. Hit hard to short. He's right there. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, here is Damian Witt as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, Matty, so difficult to hit from both sides of the plate, but his eyes light up when he's hitting left-handed against the righties out on the mound. He's been torching them all year long.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. He's around first, heading for two. And that is off the wall. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Colin Moran will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. From the stretch. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. Ground ball right side. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Jurickson Profar.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So stepping in is Ben Ruda. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A bouncer up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the grooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
The Atlanta Braves.
Baby. Charity. Baby.
No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la Cetreo, el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios más los bendiga, mis hijos no nacer otro como Floyd. La baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, tanto.
The coach offers guidance to a developing player.
What's going on, my brother? See, I ain't like show. I can see my comments. I don't know what the hell he be talking about. I bet you something in his settings that he got wrong. Hey, that nigga that got a blue hat on. Both of them niggas got royal blue hats.
Now Now from Cobb County, Georgia, we're live inside Truist Park. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Atlanta Braves. The Braves have won 5 games. Sean Newcomb gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a full repertoire, right? And
Oh, Money Mayweather ass, man.
Go hard, soft,
I can't
go
read
in and
you.
out. And anytime you have read.
No reading ass. Sound about right.
At the plate now is Andrew Benintendi, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Pitch is popped up. Witt is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
How you doing out there? Damn! They kicked. Damn, they just ran off on our ass. Play.
Digging in will be Damian Witt as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
I'm so impressed with him and his ability to hit from both sides of the dish. I mean, we've all seen guys that do it, but really, they usually struggle from one side of the plate or the other. Not him, though. He's a true switch hitter who has a lot of success from either side of the box.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Glasnow has thrown a little over 50 innings, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Now the 2-0 home.
Oh, I missed it. So early. Gosh, dog.
Squared that one up just a little late. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Another try at 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Damn.
Waiting on it is Benintendi. And that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And now here is Blake Sable. Struck out in his first at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle.
Yeah, you got going on, JJ. You gonna get work. Nah, you ain't got first say you have family.
Now it's the Tampa Bay pitcher, Tyler Glasnow. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the results sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Hit on the ground to short. Cleanly.
Throw that cannon off.
Cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Next up, Damian Witt. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
Oh, slow ass changeup.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Oh, good pitch.
Down 0-2. Here we go.
Thank you.
Line toward the gap in
Oh yeah,
left
that's
center.
good. Just get down. Get down. Oh, get down.
Reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. And they'll.
Man, how the hell you gonna wave me then stop?
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And he popped him up. Newcomb is there for it. 1 down. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Gavin Lux. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit to short. He's got it.
What?
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one.
He wouldn't
Next,
throw the ball.
It'll be Damian Witt. From the belt, the pitch. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Scooped up. They'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning.
Fuck.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Joey Gallo. Grounded back up the middle, right to him. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So next to hit is Damian Witt, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The
Hello?
double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Evens it up 1-1. From the stretch.
He went up in the zone.
A good bite to that slider as he
Damn it.
swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution.
He's 6'6". Let's
Stepping
go.
in once again is Damian Witt. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. First offering on its way.
Oh, missed
A
it.
little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man in. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he
Good
finds a way to catch
pitch.
the zone here. It's 1-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Smoke the other way, high and deep to left.
Looking up is Benintendi.
Get out of here.
A solo shot here to left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
Tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Braves put on a show with the bats, collecting 17 hits in the game. Cody Hoyer claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Wire Crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, now from Truist Park, just about set for Mike Soroka will be on the bump for
Ooh,
game
1
2
for
of
3.
the series.
Wings
And
going
any
with a
thoughts?
damn for this
Hey, I'm
man.
really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
The fastball is slow as
Wind up
hell.
and the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
fastball well off the plate for a ball.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed.
What? What?
A good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Damian Witt, down the third baseline. He's right there.
Oh, good.
A good throw gets him 1 gone. And definitely worth another look with our show. Now it'll be Damian Witt. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Contreras aboard here at first with nobody out. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone!
In the bleachers, baby.
Boy, when this guy gets in the groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game.
So the next to bat will be Brendan Lau. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. One there on the first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The Rays down to their final out now. And digging in next will be Joey Wendell. Sliced hard on the ground. Dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
7-2 the final score this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Mike Soroka takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. So that will wrap things.
AA, I was reasonably optimistic. AAA, a little more than reasonably optimistic. Now I'm pretty optimistic. Done a nice job. Boy, he's helped us. It's only been a couple of months. It's not the season yet. It's not a career, but I never thought he'd get this far, so maybe I'm wrong. So far, so good. Again, let's take it easy. Things can go wrong like that. Let's take it easy. But so far, so good. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park.
You know what I mean?
Riding in for Boston, Haven Smith. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and that's the first out. Next, it'll be Damian Witt, 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. And now the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And digging in is the outfielder, Manuel Margot. Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Couldn't have been much closer at first, and as show track will demonstrate for us, it took a throw of over 90 miles an hour just to beat the hustler. Into the box, Damian Witt. He went down on strikes in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch.
Man, throw me a fucking fastball.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
And the 2-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1. All right, back to him on the mound. Come on.
That's so lame.
On to first for the second out of the inning. And stepping in, Christian Vasquez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready on 0-2. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-Roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. The pressure's off.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. And now, Damian Witt. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Damian Witt.
Now here's the first offering. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Count now a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hit streak. Nice job.
What's your phone?
I talked to him before.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Runner goes. Now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Might need to leave that on.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Francisco Mejia will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Pops this one up. Bogarts into shallow left. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Braves strand 1. One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and up next is Pavin Smith. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for route number 2. So now here is Hunter Renfroe. He flew out in his last debut.
Hunter Renfroe.
One down now, one down.
On the ground to short. This could be 2. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Usually these guys turn that 6-foot.
And now in the box, Chad Gallagher flew out last time up. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On the ground, softly towards second.
Albies brings it in.
And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty in the strands. And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Boston took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Marcus Walden earns win number 4 on the season. Ian Anderson struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Damian Witt comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 12, Damian Witt.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Christian Arroyo.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for them.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Xander Bogaerts comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Fouled off. A swing and a miss for route number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Rafael Devers the next to bat, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Austin Meadows would be next. Fouled away. Last strike now for the Red Sox. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Man, a hitter must feel hopeless against that kind of gas. That final pitch was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and this thing is over.
6-3, the final score today. Atlanta rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Max Fried earns win number 4 on the season. Chris Sale permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park. Eduardo Rodriguez gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. Despite that loss last time out, they've been one of the hottest teams around, winning 8 in a row before that.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
2-1 after the foul ball there. From the stretch. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And another foul ball. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
That was a good job.
Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. To short. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is. Now to the plate, Damian Witt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here it comes. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Right fielder looking up. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
So here is Ryan O'Hearn. His career line against DeSclafani. He's 0 for 4.
Number 66.
Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Next up is Damian Witt. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Center fielder looking up. It bangs off the billboard and it's out of here. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear
Now at the plate, here is Chad De La Guerra. He flew out in his last AB. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Reined in to second for one. On to first, and they turn the double play. Damian Witt coming to the plate again as we look back at his 2 home runs in the game so far. The most recent back in the 6th inning. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Hey, hit me a seed right here.
A ball and a strike.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone into the monster seats. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in 1 game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that.
Now to bat, Christian Vasquez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Striding in is Chad De La Guerra. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. On to first, and there were 2 down. Here now is Rafael Devers. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. 12-1 at the end of this one. Atlanta played in an
There's no doubt he's one of the biggest stories in the game right now. A 2-way player thriving at the major league level. Al Leiter joins us now. Al, what would it mean for Major League Baseball to have one of its biggest stars be a 2-way player?
I think it would be phenomenal. I've been a skeptic of 2-way players just because I know how difficult it is. And we're seeing now with our own eyes that this guy's able to do it. And that is really special. And I can only equate it to, I guess, a sport like football where, you have a star quarterback and then he's your star cornerback. Or you have a star running back and he's your star linebacker, the 2-way player. You just don't see it. So it really is not only unique, because you have to go back to Babe Ruth, really, the last person who actually did it successfully for some period of time until Babe Ruth became a hitter. So I think with knowing what he's done and how special it is and what kind of athlete he is, to do the everyday player part of the game and then be able to get on the mound and be successful.
I'm yours, but there's always someone else. So far.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been...
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman.
Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. JT Realmuto looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Back in Philadelphia for the second, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the... So now to the plate, Damian Witt, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
I'm so impressed with him and his ability to hit from both sides of the dish. I mean, we've all seen guys that do it, but really, they use...
Oh, but it's thrown away at second.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, D-Row. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Wheeler pauses. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is high. The throw is right on the money, and Realmuto got him. No one on with one down, and that'll bring up Alec Bohm. Hard on the ground towards short. He's got it. And there are two away now. All set for the start of the fourth. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Damian Witt. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike two. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the 3rd time tonight, he has served up a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 21 for him on the season, and it's given the Braves a 4-2 lead.
As soon as this thing...
So here's Trey Mancini. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the belt, the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short, right to him. And there's one away. So stepping in is Roman Quinn, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as decided. Next to hit is Damian Witt. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. From the belt, the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. On a rope to the second baseman.
Hey, you know you can.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. A potential tying run for him at third base. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Segura runs. That's a strike to throw down. well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Putting a lot.
Stepping up is Damian Witt. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gene Segura. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But now at the plate is Damian Witt. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Here's the 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds a seam for extra bases, as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Big at-bat now, and here is Francisco Mejia. Needs a hit here to bring the go-ahead run home from third with 2 away. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself, and a great job of pitching out of the bases. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
The shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Fastball hit on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they report. Ready now is Matt Vierling, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Softly hit out to short. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The Phillies pick up win number 20 on the year. Adrian Almeida earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB. And welcome from the city of brotherly love, MLB. Zach Eflin is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want...
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. The throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Row. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. Up next, Colin Moran. And now the Braves look to put more across the plate in this opening frame. Lifted in the air to center field. Quinn gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. And Now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Damian Witt. He singled in his first debut. And he'll get back in safely. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
The 2-0 on the way. Runners off for second. Strike taken. The throw not in time as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily. All even now, 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. Digging in, the switch hitter, Damian Witt, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Hit hard to the right side. He's got it. Oh, but the feed to the pitcher is offline. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And set to go as the third baseman, Austin Riley. Strike called. Now the throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Ready with the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
High in the air down the right field line. Harper has a read on it. 1 out. Long throw to the plate. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a... Next will be the cleanup hitter, Damian Witt, who came around to score last time after reaching on an error. Here's the first pitch to him. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses. J.P. Crawford, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the payoff pitch home. The bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Not before 3-2, the finish in tonight's game. Atlanta jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike Soroka wins his 3rd of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Edwin Diaz wraps it up for the save, his 10th. Daytime baseball from the home of the Phils since 2000. Domingo Asensio is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2. Here it is. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
From the stretch, the 1-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Got him. Couldn't connect on the slurve that time, and that'll end it. Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Phillies, the second baseman.
Hit on the ground out to short. And there's one down now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Damian Witt. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
That's wide, 2-0. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Base is empty here with nobody out. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make him fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Into the box now, Colin Moran. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beat them.
And late reactions, and they got him. Striding in is MJ Melendez, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. From the stretch, the 1-2. Grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up no run. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Damian Witt, singled in his last at-bat. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. So next to bat will be Roman Quinn as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Been a struggle for him hitting from this side. And as a switch hitter, you really hope for some more consistency from both sides of the plate. But that just hasn't been the case for him batting lefty against these good right-handers.
Stepping in next, Damian Witt, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Even though he's batting right-handed in this particular bat, this guy swings it from both sides of the plate. Numbers pretty much the same across the board. A terrific hitter. Right-handed in this at-bat, but if you try to switch this guy around from the left side, he can do some damage also.
Now it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Back goes Harper on the warning track. He makes the catch. So here's Trey Mancini. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. Stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across.
Next, here is MJ Melendez. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Set and the pitch. In there, now the throw. Not going to get him as he swipes second.
Really forcing the issue.
Stepping in for the Braves, Damian Witt flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you're starting to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Vierling gets under it and makes the catch to...
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Luke Jackson earns his 3rd win of the year. Then...
Don't kill me. You know how hard it is to be a two-way player. There's only been a couple of them, so don't kill me. All right, I got it wrong. Don't fire me. He's going to be able to help us and get outs, and he's going to hit a little bit. So we have a player who's going to be serviceable doing both things. It's going to save us a roster spot because he can do both things. All right, okay. I don't know if we have the greatest thing since Ruth, but I understand that I probably downplayed it a bit. Don't fire me. Thank goodness we have a guy that's going to help us in 2 parts of the game. We'll take that.
Talking steak sauce. Run it down when I'm a great boss. Run it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, trying to be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Still in the shine, make a dim right there. Gospel truth, got his hand right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Saw the Uber pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got you in the back like some mosquitoes, and I never play myself. You getting low, y'all never. it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down to biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you been Ollie with the slip. Shower me with love, already bathing in drip. This ain't a skip, blue chip on the mission, finna dip. Pole position, Lil. Been a long time coming. Haters gon' be part-time loving. Haters been a long time running. It don't matter, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. It's been a long time coming. Haters gon' be part-time loving. Putting up some all-time numbers. Take the banner, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. I ain't never frontin' for no pump fake, yeah, yeah. Everybody know y'all like the funk fake, yeah, yeah. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take, yeah, yeah. Got a mask in, where your mask is. This is really me, the cap been out